So before I start the Monday measures, I went to Roaming Root and I got some tomatoes and some Brussels sprouts and some, yeah, and some broccoli sprouts and some chard. I don't know why I always forget the Swiss chard. Oh my gosh, we've been using it for years instead of spinach. Okay. Well, hello everyone and welcome to Monday Measures. It's been a long time. If you're new here, we usually do Monday Measures in the fall, in the winter time, because we are just going in the summer. And if you notice, we've been eating out a lot, and that's not like us. We usually don't do that. I am gonna get all of this stuff ready. We're gonna make quiche. Quiche is easy. If you haven't made quiche before, you could do just about anything with it. And then I'm going to cover up the bird so he doesn't tweet like that through the whole thing. And the dogs are outside for now, so we'll get this thing going. So here's everything that we need for the quiche. Bacon crumbles half and half. I will explain this in a minute, but I'm going to set these crusts up in here. So I would have had some natural lighting, but it's 9 o'clock. I don't know if I said that. Actually, it's about almost 10 after 9. And yeah, everything is happening. Everybody's been messaging me today, and there's just, stuff. So I wasn't going to do this, but I promised everybody I would, and Heather's bugging me for dinner. I still haven't made it yet. Thank goodness that both her and I have the day off tomorrow, and you'll be seeing this tomorrow. Well, Monday. So, and I still got to edit it. Like I said, thank goodness this is easy. So I got 2 pie pans here that are the same size. I didn't used to have pie pans that were the same size, but I finally got one that was the same as my other one. They're not the same color, but at least they're the same. I'm going to open these up because this is the easy version. I told you it was easy, so we're going to make it easy. Actually, you can make it a whole lot easier than what I'm going to. We usually use Swiss chard, but you can use spinach. And if you have, the spinach that's already washed and cleaned, and you can just throw it in there. I don't even bother with doing the chopping it because we like the crust. So it's not going to be pretty. A lot of people, they'll cut it down to the size of the pan. Okay, here's one. And I said I was going to explain this cheese. These are left over from that package that we had from Costco. So normally I would just use Swiss. And, you know, if you have the big slices, it only takes like 3 or 4 to cover the bottom of the pan. But because I needed to get rid of this, I'm going to use it to cover the bottom of the pan. Now you want something on the bottom of your crust. You don't want to just throw your eggs in there because it'll soak into the crust and it won't be good. Now it doesn't matter if you have the cheese with the holes in it. We just want to keep a majority of the pan covered. So that's our layer. I'm going to prepare the other pan and I'll be back. So if you haven't used these pre-made crusts before, they do need to come up to room temperature, otherwise they're hard to work with. So these have been sitting out on the counter for probably about half an hour now, maybe longer, because I had to do dishes to clean the area up. I am doubling this recipe, and those are fairly deep pans. So normally, you know, most people would probably only make 1. But I'm making 2, so I need 8 eggs. That wasn't good. Whisk those up. Then I need 6 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3 cups of milk. This is actually canned milk. I was going to use half and half, but I have canned milk that I need to use up. And 2 cans makes almost 3 cups. Then you're going to salt and pepper it to taste. Don't worry about getting all the clumps out of there. they'll kind of break up as it goes. Okay, I've got all the stems off of my chard. I usually don't measure my spinach or chard. I just fill it up. It's gonna cook down. I'm gonna just tear it up a little bit more and put it in about half for each one here. It looks like that. So one's got a little more than the other one, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna put a can of mushrooms on each one. And drain the water out. Don't cut your fingers on the rim. And spread those out nice and even. Like I said, you can put whatever you want. We put ham. We have used a lot of spinach in the past. You could just use eggs and cheese if you want. We've sauteed vegetables. You know, if you want to put like carrots and onions and peppers, bell peppers. And make sure vegetables like that, make sure you saute them first before you put them. And you can put them on the top of your spinach like that, or your egg mixture. I like using some kind of spinach or something like that because it, instead of all of your vegetables going down to the bottom, it puts them kind of in a place where you need them. I'm going to put our bacon on. Because this has been sitting, I'm gonna give it a little mix some more here. And like I said, I doubled this, so we're gonna put half on each one. That looks about right. Now I gotta shred some cheese because I don't have any shredded cheese. So you could get shredded cheese too, and that'll help out with the easy part. I'm gonna try to do this with the camera there. Goes. Get that in there the right way. I usually just use this for hard cheeses. That's probably enough, but I'm just gonna make some extra. Sometimes I'll even, you know, if I'm not putting a whole bunch of vegetables in there, I'll just I'll just put a bunch of shredded cheese in the milk mixture before I pour it in the pie crust. There we go. Cheese. Yay! So you just take that shredded cheese and put that all over the top. Oh, that's pretty thick, so maybe it was good. I thought I made extra because I really didn't. There you go. They're ready to go in the oven. The oven's heating at 350 degrees, so I should have turned it down a little bit sooner. Anytime I have like a flour and egg mixture, or you know, like banana bread or anything like that, I don't like to have it sit. I like to not preheat my oven. I like to, you know, heat my oven when I'm done putting everything together, so that way it kind of settles for a little bit. I don't know, it's just me. Does anybody else do that? I think it tastes a little bit fluffier, you know, when you let it set like that, and yeah, a little bit more moist. So that's it. It's good to go. We'll put it in the oven, and you know, let me know if any of you have ever made quiche, or if you make it like this, or I put a lot of eggs in my quiche, so that's, you know, 4 eggs each pie. But I also, these are deeper dishes. You can see that. You would consider that a deep dish pie. So yeah. Okay. Well, get it in the oven as soon as the oven dings on me, which is going to be pretty quick here. and we'll show you when they're done. There they go, in the dirty oven. Keeping it real, people. My alarm is about ready to go off, but they don't look quite done. They're pretty thick. I'll do the butter knife test. That looks like cheese. It looks like they're done. Usually they come out a lot poofier. We'll have to cut them up and try them out. So if I don't get the recipe up there right away, forgive me, because it's now 10:30 and I still have to edit the video and everything. And I don't want to be up too late. I mean, I do get to sleep in tomorrow. I was supposed to take a friend someplace, but she's got, her internet is out, so she's got somebody coming to fix that. So I haven't told Heather that it's done yet. I was going to try some. So I used to make this at least once a month. And you know, people get after me for buying those egg bites that I can make them myself. It's just because we're lazy. You know, like I said, these quiche, I used to make them at least once a month. And then we just slice them into slices, and there you go. You got your egg bites. But, you know, we can make them crustless. So you can make them keto. And, or you can get keto crusts. What else? Well, you can make your own crust. You can actually make cheese crusts for them too. Gosh, there's just so many different things you can do with them. I'm gonna try it. Oh, it was so fluffy. So good. I gotta get my greens in there. I miss this. I really miss the quiche. Our Barnes & Noble here has the Starbucks. Now, it's not a Starbucks store, you know, inside Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, it's a Barnes & Noble cafe, and they have Starbucks drinks. And they have Cheesecake Factory cheesecakes, and I don't know where they get their food from, but they have quiche, and they actually do some pretty good quiche. Theirs is like a pan. They do like a pan because it's squares, and it's not the same. It's not the same, but yeah, this is so good. I actually put together 2 or 3 different recipes, which is something that I always have done. You know, I'll try 1 or 2 recipes, and if I don't like them, I alter them and you know, put them together. But that's why I came up with the 4 eggs. 4 eggs and a cup and a half. I changed, you know, the increments of eggs, flour, and milk. So yeah, so yummy. So I hope you know, if you make it, you like it, and you know, if you change it up, let me know what you did. I know when I put the bacon back in the fridge, I had those little Polish sausages in there, and I thought, oh gosh, that would be really good, you know, to cut those little Polish sausages up and put them in there. So many things you can do. Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna finish eating this, and I'm gonna call Heather down here because she is still hungry. I hope she took a nap today. All right, there's your Monday measures for you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.